Alright, welcome back to another Art Time episode, where today we're going to be working on this drawing right here. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Alright, so you know that test I did with, I think, Commander Connor, where the quality of the video is way better than most of the other videos? Well, I'm trying that test again, but with the encoder that I've been using for Sonic Frontiers. The only encoder that made it so that I can actually record a video properly without any lag from the video itself. Only the lag from the game, because I'm sure there's still a decent amount there that I've gotten used to, that some of you've noticed. But yeah, we're going to see how that's going to go with this one. And I know how big the video is going to be, because this is a completely different encoder, but who knows? Like the first episode I tried on, like episode 6, for Sonic Frontiers, it came up to like, 14 gigabytes for 2 hours, and then somehow ran out to like 10 gigabytes to 11 gigabytes in the 2 hour instance. Which is strange to say, at least, but you know what? That's fine. It's fine because it just means that we've got ourselves inconsistent, but at the very least sticking to around 10 gigabytes per video. Don't know if this is going to be 10 gigabytes per video. Not sure. And I'm not sure if that's what we want to have for this anyways, because, well, the last episode, just like the episode prior, is just that YouTube can't figure out how to get the SD set up for art time anymore now all of a sudden. I don't know, we'll see if this changes anything. But this, I mean, the quality probably was like way better before the freaking OBS update. So who knows? But looking back at one of the videos, the lines were kind of blurry. Well, then again, I never really looked too closely into most of these videos, so I guess we'll see. I am at 25.3 gigabytes of space on the C drive right now. So I guess it's just going to be a case of work on this as much as we can and see where that's going to be at right now. Currently we're only like 2 minutes in, but we'll see. Oh, wait, hold on a second. There we go. Wait, no. Here we go. I think a little bit more. Anyways, yes. Fade, this is. You probably can't see the name, so there's no reason to not say it. This is Fade, a character that I've made long ago. Essentially a rival and best friends to Luna right here. And Luna has been making the rounds not only in the Attack on Titan universe, but also the My Hero Academia universe. And she's already done much. You've seen at least one episode, because I think you've seen all the Safe for Work episodes, the one with, well, I say safe for work, but Kane Raitenengu literally doing a full-on ride-in on All For One's, heart over here. Dalima, Metal Gear Rising, whatever the hell you want to reference it as. It's pretty gory, but outside of that, they got Luna's pretty much just healing up All For One's mortal wounds. I mean, for crying out loud, so you can bring somebody back from the dead by finding their soul and putting him into a new body created through atomic manipulation. Yeah, also, for some reason, the couch and her body color somehow matches. I did not intend on that to happen, but it happened. We're gonna live with it. Besides, it's fine. Anyways, outside of putting All Might back into his prime, she also basically saved Ragdoll from experiencing a traumatic event and giving her event. Is that? No, I don't know which one's right. That one seems right, but this doesn't. It's whatever. I could do a little quick fix. But aside from that, the villains basically took like a huge loss in that little episode. For something that's only showing Ragdoll's, Mandalay, and Pixie Bob's perspective. Toonami finally got Season 6, so now we get to watch that. And I'm a little bit worried because it seems like everything here is probably going to go wrong. And we're probably going to lose a bunch of heroes, which is going to suck. I'm still on the fence on spoilers, New Genus, because I don't think he's dead. I'm pretty sure he should still be alive. I feel like that was fake blood, and then he let him on in on his undercover stuff. Told him to get out of the country while he can. And lay low. And then he went on ahead and gave him a convincing replica of his head. Which would be nice to think, but what I feel like it's going to be depression. I mean, we already, spoilers, have Night-Eye dead. So, I wouldn't really put it past them to just have offed a character like that. I wouldn't. I'm not entirely too sure. But, with the way the entirety of Season 6 is going so far, whether or not they, bring certain characters back, pretty much Season 6, in this instance of Seasons 4, of this little mini-series of mine, is going to obviously, consists of the villains that are already in the this particular arc. Like, the only ones there who are not a part of this arc so far, because it's just the first episode we've seen, is Off-Run, since he's dead in my alternate universe. And then there's that one guy, the teleport guy, which I think is the only villain from that group that got captured. I might have something in mind for him, but don't want to spoil that. The thing that I have in mind for that. I mean, if you've watched past Season 5, then you probably already know what the thing I have planned for it is. I won't say any further than that, though. Anyways, I guess I should say the premise of this episode consists entirely of Fade wanting to hang out with the girls of Class 1A. Because, technically speaking, since, this is an anime both in our universe and Luna and Fade's universe, these characters are somewhat famous. But they don't know that. Because, obviously, what would you have, what would you think about if you basically were a part of a show in somebody else's universe? How would you react to that? How do you think they would react to that? How do you think anybody would react to that? Well, I guess some people would be like, no shit. I could think of a few people who would be like that. How life in of itself seems like a show already. What with all these people, these famous people doing these strange things. No clue. I'm pretty sure at this point in stage of society, we'd be like, yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. And then we just go about our day. Living about it normally, because at that point, what even matters? But, yeah. So, yeah, she goes into this universe and hangs out with these girls here. And, of course, Luna over here has to ensure Aizawa that she is not a threat, because Fade is literally the opposite of Luna. She's the most innocent, kind-hearted lady you will ever probably see in the, Fade's universe. Because essentially, she came first. Fade came first. You've seen me draw Luna, I think, a few times? I don't remember. I think I've only drawn her once on YouTube. But you have not seen me draw Fade yet, as far as I'm concerned. And this is Fade right here. Basically just like the green to Luna's pink. The innocence to her naughtiness. The friend to her best? I don't know. I give up. Regardless of the fact, these two are kind of thick and thin. And there's a few drawings that I have. I just gotta go back to them. Artwork base. Let me see if I can remember which one I had. No, that's all mature drawings there. Was it 22? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've looked through these albums because of this stupid D drive nonsense. It might have been in the next row. I'm looking at 24 right now. Okay, maybe it was in the next row, 25. I forgot what the drawing was called, though. Which is a problem, because I don't know what letter I should be looking in to be able to get this drawing. I feel like I should be able to see it right off the bat, but I don't know. I don't think you could see this window, can you? Probably not. I think if I remember correctly. Ah, here we go, Pop and Rock. See? It's an older drawing, though, where they look completely different. But, you know, they're like rivals, yet they still like collab and hang out and whatnot. No, this was beforehand, but here's one. Best Android friends with their managers and whatnot. I wasn't too sure how the hell I'd do a side appearance, but, that's, I think that's the best that we could do here. Where was it? 40? Ah, here we go. First instance of Fade going into another universe is to get a little turret, a portal turret. That instead of shooting bullets, shoots bubbles. And I think I named this turret Bubbles. And of course you can see Luna and Gladys in the background. Kind of getting like similar vibes with these two right over here. Well, I mean, it's already hinted what Luna did to Aizawa as well as Gladys. Luna's a menace. She's like the perfect villainess that's like, she always wins, but it's fine because her winning means that the heroes are just mildly inconvenienced for like a short duration. Nothing massively bad happens. And she's already proven that she's capable of like, doing heroic stuff by 1, healing All For Might and putting him back into his prime, and 2, helping out the UA students, Class 1A, in that one camp invasion instance by basically just replacing the Pussycat Girls with, the 3 mechs. You know the 3 mechs. Or maybe you don't know the 3 mechs. It's been a while. I don't remember what album I drew them in. What album was that again? Why am I doing this? I'm doing it, but I don't know why I'm doing this. I can't remember. 28 was it? Man, it's been so long. Nope. That's Full Metal Man. But I think that was after that, so we have to be close, right? Alright, here we go. Yeah, we got Splinter. Her right there. And you can see Luna in the background. Another old version of Luna. Splinter, who helped out saving Bakugo from being kidnapped. Mechanica, or Mikey, as Luna refers to him as. Basically just going in and assisting Midoriya with beating the shit out of Muscular Man. Oh, and who can forget Artillery, i.e. Artie? And of course, that's just them in their mech form. I think I've shown you their their faces before. Which album was that, 42? Yeah, this one. I mean, we've seen Splinter's face a few... Jesus Christ, this is going to take a while. We've seen Splinter's face a few times, but, yeah, there they are. Wearing their more casual clothing, because obviously you're not going to just walk around in the streets when you're off-duty in full-on armor. Yep, there they are. Just the same as these guys over here. Basically, the androids have a very specific look in that particular universe. And there's also Luna's sister, as well as her, co-worker, like, partner and chef stuff. Where the fuck was that? It's been here they are, the chef duo, Iris and Ronin. Yep, Luna has a sister, if you didn't know that. There's a lot going on in this particular universe of mine. And the fact that Luna, as well as Fade now, but Fade for more wholesome purposes, are going into other universes and just, like, doing things. I mean, technically speaking, that's what they have done. Fade went into a particular universe where basically a tyrant rules the entire planet. And the only way to, like, save the people from this madman was to bring them into her universe instead. Those who were willing to come to their universe. Which, kind of makes sense. I I don't exactly remember if this was stated before, but Luna is essentially a god of her own solar system, i.e. essentially being able to use atomic manipulation to create landscapes or even a whole new planet if she's so pleased. And of course, with Fade and Luna being close, obviously Luna's going to help Fade out when it comes to stuff like that. And, eventually you got yourself, I don't know, like a planet where Riptians can reside. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I did state that Luna created a planet with Riptians. You know the Riptians, right? Now that I have the ability to actually showcase it, here we go again. Here we go again, trying to find old drawings. I don't know where the hell one of the Riptian drawings is, but should be easy to find with it being portrait size. It's been a while since I've done a portrait size drawing. I've only done comic size and landscape. I don't think I can even... No, wait, I could. 25. Oh, okay. So it only went by 0.3, but I was 16. So, not exactly the best... What do you call it here? I don't remember. It's been so long. I'm going to just go right over to my artwork base, go to my JPEGs, and look up Riptian. Yep, Riptian Prime. Which one was that? Watch, it was like album 30 or something. Open file location. Album 28 that was! That's an old drawing! Jesus! I mean, I know, like, time has passed some, but album 28, the most recent drawing I have I should draw a Riptian again. I should. I've drawn, like, many alien-based creations, but I've kind of just stuck to a... What's the word I'm looking for? It starts with the letter R. Is it a letter R? Why am I asking you? You probably don't know the word I'm trying to think of, or you do. A very... Yeah, I was thinking recluse would have been the word, but it's just like we have like a set amount of characters that we're making, and we don't make any more than that outside of what we have currently. I mean, we got Nova Guardians, Elementals Reborn, we've got Chrome Wars, but Chrome Wars people have only just so far like going up by a small amount. I'm not sure. And there's also the Demon Realm, Portraits. Even in Portraits, we have like many characters we haven't really bothered to like utilize as much. I think, what was it? Kayla, Krista, Brianna, Ariana. That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to here. Sabrina. I should do more with those three as well. Those three do have somewhat of a purpose with the main group. With the mature drawings that they have been located in twice now. I should try to draw them again at some point. Yeah, because we got like a lot of characters. Even in characters in the Naughty Productions universe group. We don't really utilize all of them to their fullest. To an extent, they feel like kind of like background characters amongst like main characters like frickin' Moon, Yuri, Jayla. Which is not really necessarily true because all of our characters are all of our characters. We utilize them as best as we can, as much as we can. Although, I guess technically speaking, we are kind of like taking a very strange like focus on Claire and her mother Violet with the Forgotten Fling series. Now we've got a new set of characters who is about to be in a comic form. Well, not comic formation. You know the usual thing I do where I draw like a comic cover, but it's actually like a novel book or whatever. That's essentially the plan that I have in mind for them, and they've only been in, well, currently one drawing. They haven't been in any other drawings outside of this one. That's like their first appearance. But I do have plans for them, oddly enough, and not the other characters I've created. It's not even a case of I don't want to play with you anymore. It's a case of I've got so many characters and I have my favorites. and the ones that don't really have too many like focus. Like for instance, I do enjoy Anne, Holly, and May's group. You know, the military girl who married the Hispanic lady who had an abusive husband by the name of Mitch, who drank himself to death by crashing in a drunk car accident upon hearing about a wedding. And May, of course, being the 18-year-old in the middle of all of this. Well, 4 at the time of Mitch leaving because of Anne, and then 16 at the time of the marriage of her 2 mothers now, essentially. And then, of course, you got Broseph. Oh, man, Broseph. I want to draw him and his family somewhere. Now, something about Broseph really just gels with me. I like that Jamaican vibe he's got going. Mitch can go fuck himself. Mitch, the man bitch. Nah, Broseph. Now that's where he's at. He's the better brother, as well as his family. We don't really know much about Mitch's family. I don't exactly remember, but I think Mitch is basically just like a brother from another father. I'm pretty sure. Or was it no, it was a mother. Another father? I think. Not another mother, it was another father. I'm pretty sure. It's been so long since I focused on that particular storyline. Obviously, with Ebony and Ivory and Forgotten Fling, I have been focusing more on a select set of characters, like the Cafe group, and meeting up with the Moon, and eventually going to meet up with the Nye Productions group. Followed by, of course, Forgotten Fling, with it being essentially just Violet, Bridget, and Sammy's little arc. Well, mostly just, I guess Sammy has importance, it's just not as big as Bridget's importance. He's like secondary support character for Bridget. Yeah, that makes sense. Whoops. But yeah, as I was saying, there's so many characters that I have, and it's insane. It's hard to keep up, to create new things with some of those characters. I mean, some of them are somewhat one-offs. Killer Horde is essentially kind of a one-off thing. Until I can get to a point where I'm creating games that are like 3D with actual full-on models, good animation, and whatnot. But that's going to take a while. I want to focus on something simplistic and a bit more easier for me to handle, as well as try to learn a little bit more about C# coding, which is good to have for game development in general, especially for Unity. I can't imagine much of the other engines would be that different, but, it depends. I've seen some strange engines before. Like, for instance, there's this one programming thing that I have literally no idea what it was like. All I know is that there was like a line of text, there was no images or whatnot, nothing like that I know of. And I was young at the time, too. Didn't really understand what the hell I was doing there. It's so damn advanced. I don't even think, like, the internet was something you could do. I didn't even think, like, Google it was a thing that was always in my mind at that time. Although, I don't know when that would be. It would be in the 2000s, but the computers of that era, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely too sure. Games have improved a lot lately. Definitely would have been in the 19-whatevers, right? I'm not sure. But, it was basically just like wall of text, and then when, loading up a template thing and basically just showed a game, and I'm like, how the hell did that happen? And then when I came across Game Maker, I'm like, this makes a lot more sense. There's a scene I can see to, like, make the things that I need to make and whatnot. I think at one point I tried Unity, but I kind of, like, I don't know, was I intimidated at that point? I'm not sure. It was mostly the coding that was a bit, like, iffy. Now I've gotten a little better understanding on some of the coding. I don't know all of it yet, obviously. But I know some of the basic stuffs that I need, and it's all I need right now for Paint Maze. I'm going to need to learn more for other stuff, obviously. But we'll worry about that when the time comes. For now, though, we're just going to focus on all of the art that we need to do this month. Because I've said this before in previous Art Time episode, and I'll say it again, Sonic Frontiers is ending soon. It's not that much left. I don't think at the time this comes out you will see the video, but it's ending soon. I'm really surprised at how close we are. I'm not going to say more about that. If you want to listen, hear that, you can look at the other episode, which, you know, it's not that long. Not going to be as long compared to this, because this might be a two-parter. I'm not sure yet. Where are we at in terms of size? Only 4.8, okay. So it is going down a little bit. It's probably going to be around, like, what, 3 gigabytes, 4 gigabytes for 2 hours or something. I think I'm going to stick to this encoder as much as I can. Now that I got a D drive back, all I got to do is just copy this from the C drive over to the D drive, and boom. No more am I going to keep it in the freaking D drive anymore until after it has been posted. Or until the video is fully made. Because having to do it any other way, and risking a repeat of losing in a Minecraft episode, yeah, I do not want to have to live through that again. If something's going to screw up, it's going to be the C drive, which is going to suck because that means we'll be down a computer. But at this point, I expect nothing less, because life literally is just trying its damnedest to screw me over in all aspects of it. Well, yeah. Case in point, for some fucking reason, our bathroom floor is rotting. You remember the bathroom floor? Here's you, like, at this size. This is you just, like, walking around doing this. And this is literally how big the bathroom is. With the shower here, the sink here, and a toilet here. With a little shelf there, where if you get up in not a very particular way, you'll hit your head on it. Like, the shelf is not that big. Like, say if this is you in your sitting formation. I don't know how that would look. Like, this is your ass, and that would probably be where your head is. And I think the shelf is, like, right about here. So you like, get up and do that. But if you get up and, like, do that, I don't know. It's a shitty bathroom. A case in point, mute. The freaking rotting floors. Goddamn floors sunk in. Are you kidding me? What moron designed this bathroom? God, I don't care if they're dead. I'll fucking disrespect the dead for that bathroom. My God, man. How could you be so dumb? Who the hell made you to be so dumb when creating architecture like that? I've griped about this multiple times in prior episodes. I don't know which ones. Could have been Minecraft, really, because building in those apartments at that point was a little bit more tedious and required more storytelling to keep the flow going. But my God, the bathrooms just suck. And if you've heard this story before, you're either you must be a long time listener or something. I don't know. That's freaking. Thanks for sticking around. I was trying to be a bit more sincere about that, but then I screwed it up, and then I became insincere. So yeah, that was an annoyance, to say the least, having to deal with that. Well, all in all, it really is just like, I question how the hell they managed to get the credentials to design a house. Man, that'd be a hell of a lot better architecture than whoever the fuck that guy was. I would make sure the rooms aren't piss-poor sizes. Alright, I gotta go to ear here. And it's gonna be a bit of a pain without, what do you call it? I gotta say, even though this probably feels natural for her, But I would always feel weird, like if I were in like Kyoko's position, Jiro, and her name's Kyoko, so I'm gonna stick with that. You know, another one of my favorite characters from a different anime, except it's a game anime. I'm sure you know which one that is. You can duplicate herself, do a lot of things with that duplication stuff, like the mother of the group. Yep, I'm not going to say any more about that though right now, since we are currently focusing on this Kyoko. But I gotta say, to me, it must feel weird just having like long ears like that. Like, would it hurt if you tugged on it? I just realized something. I mean, these two are kind of like like she's a pop star, Fate is, and she's a rock star in her universe outside of her side villainy stuff. I just realized that's essentially like their universe's version of a jack. You know, those things that you just like jack into a thing. It does make sense now that I'm looking at the jack here, the ear jack. But yeah, no, regardless, it's gotta feel weird, like, having that there. Like, is that metal or is that flesh? I have to imagine it's metal, right? Like, this bit here. This part looks like it's just flesh. Which, well, I guess to a normal person who sees that, they would probably be like, huh? But, you know, I would be like, oh, that's cool. And it actually has applicable purposes. Not only is it cool looking, but it has some cool powers as well. Might not be cool. Might not be cool indeed. But, yeah, I don't know. You get what I mean, right? What are you scratching at for all of a sudden? You were never scratching at for a while now. Now you decide, nope, time to scratch and get attention. Damn cat. Constantly scratching stuff. Right? Not gonna meow? Yeah, she meowed. I don't know if you can hear that. You probably did. What are you looking in that direction for? You know it's above you. Yep. Don't know where to go from here now. I do got a neat little, like, wholesome drawing in mind with Kyoka and Luna. You know how Kyoka likes rock music? Well, Luna's a rock star. And this will probably be the first time that they will hear something about it. Most likely. Right? Cat that keeps scratching shit. I'm just staring at her and she's making this quail meow noises at me. Get with me. Alright, where was I? Ah, yes, of course that. I should get these headphones done, shouldn't I? I also got more drawing ideas in mind with these girls. At least the ones that I can think of. I had an idea with Mina and Amy Rose teaming up. Like, you know how Froppy and Peridot teamed up once because of some random strange portal opening up, bringing Peridot into this universe? Similar to the portal that opened up to bring Nezuko and Tanjiro's group into Attack on Titan universe so that Nezuko can hang out with Sasha. And then, of course, spoilers for Attack on Titan Season 4, early beginnings, another portal opening up where Nezuko saves Sasha. I think I can show you the drawing right now, actually. Fuck, what album's that again? I've got so many drawings, it's insane. What album was that? 47? No, that was during Creation Bit? Where are you? I can't find you. Here it was. Ah, look, there she is. Here's Nezuko protecting Sasha with bullets. And of course, as best as we could with the background, because there's not too much like close detail with the background. But where was the other one? The first one. It's been a while and I don't remember which album that was in. Was it 35? This one I at least know the name of it. Potato Slayers. Not here. Oh yeah, oh wait, this isn't the one. I thought this was the one, but this was a different one. Where is it? Why can't I find it? I can never find anything in here. Never again can I find anything in here. I don't know, was it 39? Alright, well, looks like I need to go back to here again. Artwork base. I should just leave this open at this point. Potato. Where were you? What album are you? Watch your somehow in your 20s. 41? Okay, yeah, that... I guess that makes sense. It really doesn't feel like it's a 41 album, but it is. And there she is. And a cute and adorable drawing, with Nezuko being adorable again. I think this is also the one with... Ah, there it is. With Nezuko among the chows. I've probably shown these before. Oh yeah, and here's the green team in question. With Peridot and Froppy. But yeah, we're getting off track here. We're getting off track. We gotta continue this. This is gonna take a while. Because I finally got a good picture of the dorm that we're in. And my god, there's a lot that I'm probably gonna have to do. But it's fine for now. Let's just focus on the shading and texturing of the characters for now. Let's see, so there's probably going to be some more shading here to kind of differentiate the, not too much shading now. I need to have enough shading to, like, differentiate the ears and whatnot. Or I could just make the ears brighter. Oop. That's the curse with the lineless artwork. Is that you're going to be unable to really get, stuff like this to look as good. There's like 3 different skin colors there. Was that supposed to go downwards? No, but this looks a bit off. I can fix that real quick. How do I never notice these things? It's annoying. Alright, I'll just delete this real quick. Hopefully that didn't delete anything else. It shouldn't have deleted anything else. Why would it have? It's all in the same instance. I did my best to try to find like casual clothing for these characters that are official and not fan art related. I think I did good. As best as I could. Although I wasn't going to draw the shoes because I don't think any of the characters would really wear shoes inside of the dorm room if it's like nighttime and almost about ready to go to bed. Some of them are barefoot, some of them are wearing slippers or socks. It's that whistle noise again. Weird. Strange. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry, we're not going to get bombed, at least I don't think. If we do, well, you guys aren't going to see this video now, are you? But, yeah. Anyways, where were we? I was talking about stuff and whatnot. Or something, I'm not sure. I think I already stated what I was going to do for a second season. Nothing too big in terms of spoilers. Oh no, there is actually a big spoiler instance, but it's kind of like... It's hinted at, but it never really got to it yet, but it kind of prevented it. Well, we already said it what it was in the early episodes, but there was the spoiler warning, and I don't feel like doing another spoiler warning, so we're just gonna not bother. Wait a minute. Make this a bit brighter on both ends. What do you want, Mimu? Ow. You gonna look at me? And you're gonna knock the computer again. We've been at this for 40 freaking minutes and we haven't really finished up the shading. We only got one character fully shaded and it's been 40 minutes. I'm getting distracted too easily now that I got the albums back. Ugh. It's fine. I kind of expect this to be a two-parter anyways with how big I think the background's going to be. Well, you will know. Whoops. You will know. Fucking Christ. Okay, hold on a second. I just realized something. Alright, yeah, there we go. So now that means I just need to do this so that we have something there for shadow to take place and whatnot. Alright, that takes care of that. Good. Okay. Nope, not yet. So, yeah, I guess I could probably say this now, even though it doesn't really matter too much. I'm pretty sure the first week of the new year, Minecraft will be back alongside Terraria. Now, I've stated this before, but I'll say it again, in case y'all didn't hear in previous episodes, because some of y'all probably aren't subscribed and tuning in to every single Art Time episode, which why would you? Unless you want to hear the insane ramblings of a madman. It's Cat. Right. Cat. Hunchback Cat. So, yeah. That's going to occur once Sonic Frontiers ends. We're probably going to have like a week hiatus. There might be a Friday free because I don't think we're going to be able to get like more than at least 3 episodes going. There's 2 episodes left, probably for the story and whatnot, and then there's a 3rd episode, which will probably just be us trying to get achievements and doing a few other things. Maybe I'll make it a 4th, just to like see what we can do with Guardians and just go on a Guardian destroying spree or something. I'm not sure. Could be anything, really. We could do anything. But at the end of the day, all that really matters is that, you know, series ends on a pretty good note. We go on ahead and then put that to the side and get ready for Minecraft and Terraria. We had the Sonic Power Hour, or week, where it's just literally 4 episodes of Sonic-related stuff, adventures and frontiers. Now we got the Create Hour, which still has Sonic in it, but now has Minecraft, Art Time, Game Crafters, and Terraria. All the things we need when it comes to creating stuff, which is great. There's not really much I can do in that department. Alright, now for the phone. Oh, I probably should do the nails first. Now, after I finished off the Game Crafter episode last night, I played a little bit more of Raft. I got to the Forest Island, did some things there. Didn't do everything there yet because, you know, I don't really want to spend several hours up playing that game when I have to go into work. But I, you know, got to there. Did some things and whatnot. There's probably a few more things that I could do there. But I'm not sure fully just yet what I want to do yet. I mean, playing it again to get like a reminder of what I need to do in that game and how I did things is always good. But yeah. Essentially, this is just like a little thing we did. I mean, depends on what I decide to do, or if we're going to continue doing more, or if that's it for now. Because there's a lot that I want to do this week. And this looks like this might take another day, potentially. It'd be like a Tuesday. And after that, we also got to focus on writing up the story for Adventurous Army. We're going to have to do that regardless. Maybe I do that on a Wednesday, and I get a head start on Ebony and Ivory. Possibly. I'm not sure. All I know is that we got ourselves a lot of time before we can even get to a raft series. Because I've already decided what I plan on doing once the seasons, these 2 seasons of Minecraft and Terraria ends. I'm going to be playing Tales of Berseria. Because why not? I'd like to come back to that game again. Right, cat. It would be nice to come back to it and actually do the side content instead of like doing the full-on main quest and only the main quest. Primarily to try to get our like characters stronger this time. Optimize them as best as we can and whatnot. Maybe play it on like a harder difficulty setting and get used to that or something, I'm not sure. We could do anything really. I just want to play that game and have that series on my channel. Because I think it would be pretty fun to have. I've enjoyed it back then, I'll enjoy it now. Still. Although 2-hour episodes are going to take a while. We know Sonic took like, not took yet, but I think it's going to be around like 24, 26 hours. Maybe 28. With the amount of time that we have left. 100%. That game, on the other hand, on a casual play and rushing through most of the story, without really doing too much exploration and whatnot, and have-yous, it took me 60 hours to beat it. 60 freaking hours. So that definitely has at least 40 episode potential. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. All I know is that it's definitely a good series to have on the channel. And it's going to be dubbed, of course. Obviously, we want to have the English version. I'm used to that. I want to follow along with the story, not be lost trying to figure out what the hell they're saying or read the thing down there in the description or whatnot. I understand why some people are like, no, you have to watch it in Japanese. You can't watch it in English. I'm like, why are you being so gatekeeping about being able to understand the story and not have to read the subtitles and just keep... Because I'm pretty sure like Japanese text or like speaking will go faster than like what you can read in English. I'm not an incredibly fast reader. I can't read it like a full-on sentence in less than a second. It takes like a couple of seconds. Maybe a few, depending on how big it is. Like, I don't know, say, the name of the drawing, Popstar from Another Universe, probably would go by in like a half a second. I'm going to even time myself here. Like, see how long it takes for me to, say it. Where's my timer? Here it is. Let's see. Popstar from Another Universe. It took about like a minute and 84. Or a second and 84. 1.84 seconds, I guess we could call it. When really it's like whatever the hell that would be in Japanese and then goes straight to the next sentence. Or is it longer? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've like had any of that, but then again, it's like if you're talking fast and you're trying to keep up, it's just not easy. So it's just better to watch it in your own language instead of just struggling with a language that you don't know anything about, period. Why would I have any knowledge on how to speak a language? All of my language points go to the English. Writing up all the things, and even then that's very little, as I sometimes question some of my spellings on occasions, like achievements. Questioning if I'm spelling that right, which I did spell right, but it just didn't feel like it for some reason. I know it's a strange feeling, but I guess you can't really help it. English is confusing sometimes, and you're like, am I spelling it right? I am spelling it right. Although I don't think there is no, there is an EI. Is there EIs? I'm not sure. IEs. The strange ways that some words are spelled, it's just like, it really does make you second guess whether you've spelled a certain word right or not. So yes, you can understand why I'm specifically only watching dubs when I'm this deep into English, not wanting to have to, like, learn a new language to even have a chance of following. Alright, that's Kyoka, I think. I think I got everything. I feel like I could probably adjust this a bit to make it a little bit more, what's the word? Indented, 3D-esque. Goddamn frickin'. One good thing about the winter is I don't have to worry about gnats flying on my screen constantly. What order will I go in? Yeah, I'll probably go in this order. Oh, wait. I should... some of these. I'll most likely save Toru for last in the main group, and then we'll move on to you two. You two will be the easiest. I can already tell by Aizawa's face that he's pretty much done with Luna, but he can't do shit about it. If you don't know, Luna utilizes holograms in order to essentially, like, spread herself throughout many different places at once. Basically, hard light holograms that are capable of, like, creating an atomic, like, material that can basically, you know, touch things. Allows her, like, to hold a wrap here, for instance. So if you're wondering how she's able to touch things despite being a hologram, there's your answer. Atomic manipulation. It's always atomic manipulation. Bring somebody back to the dead, from the dead, atomic manipulation. Alongside being able to manipulate somebody's souls and be able to move the soul into a new body. But I digress. Atomic manipulation to create the new body. Or if you put their soul in an android body, but, well, you know, the Luna. Atomic manipulation to make a new human body. I mean, yeah, if you know, you already know the atomic composition of a human body and are able to, you know, willingly create a new body for somebody to reside in. It's just the soul part that you really need to try to figure out how to manipulate to be able to bring that soul into its new shell. Because that's theoretically what we all are. Souls inside of fragile shells. But this isn't shells, cat. It's skin. Just like you guys' skin, right? Or do. You're just looking at me all confused. Not confused, nonchalant. Staring at me. Gonna meow? Gonna speak to me? Not gonna do anything? Okay. Let's see, 24.2. Okay, so a gigabyte has already passed, and it has been almost an hour. Not bad, actually. Trying to perform that fix for episode 5, the cursed episode of Sonic Frontiers. The skippable episode, unless you want to hear Eggman's memo. This is the rest of those. As well as Knuckles' side story stuff. Trying to get that fixed there, because it worked perfectly in art time, but it made the freaking episode much more larger. And then when I tried it out in Sonic Frontiers, it was like, nope, choppy as all hell. Freezed frames, audio at least is fine, but nope, everything sucks. I really wish OBS didn't fucking update and essentially made the encoder that I was apparently using obsolete. And I wish software never existed, Why does that exist? Why do we need that there? Why not just have hardware? HV whatever. Unless that's my driver and software is basically just OBS's default. Why doesn't OBS just turn its default off if it can find something better than that? I mean, sure, our time videos are going to be a lot more bigger in gigabytes, but maybe apparently processing might be better. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this will process, maybe it won't. If this is going to be a lengthy episode, all I need to do is just post the first part. Oh, right, that's the full hair. Post the first part and then just leave that there for either tomorrow or tonight. Well, I highly doubt it. Well, if I can get this drawing done with tonight, but have it to where I can only really post it with a story and write the story up tomorrow because I don't have enough time, that would be the way. I think I need at least more than an hour. We're going to be doing a lot of writing tomorrow, most likely. I mean, the story for this isn't going to be that big. It's not going to be like 22 minutes like Adventurous Zombie. It's kind of maybe like 11 a minute read, imagine, maybe? Question mark? I don't know. I know the plots and plans that I have for this episode, which I can't say, actually, because by the time this comes out, the story is already out. And you can read it right here, right now. But yeah, the story basically, Luna comes in with Fade, who wants to hang out with these girls. And then, Fade tells them about her universe, as well as the fact that these characters are popular. All of them are popular. And then, of course, Kyoko's over here listening to Fade's music, which is like techno Popstar stuff, like pop, basically. Techno pop. Right, Kat? And of course she's enjoying it. But I imagine she would probably enjoy Luna's music more, since she's more akin to rock and roll. Of course, Aizawa comes in, assumes Fade's an enemy. Luna stops him. And ensures that she's as innocent as a puppy is. As opposed to Luna, who's as naughty as a cat. Boop. Boop the snoop. What are you looking at? And then, of course, they go around talking and whatnot. That part probably not going to be too long, but I do like the first instance. But the most look forward to part that I have ready and ready to be made is All Might comes in because he hears Luna is there, and you all know what Luna did to All Might. Couldn't have been avoided. I mean, she did heal him, but for a price. And that price is your dignity. With the things that she does, with the, If you know, you know. Those who know, those who don't know. They're like, wait, what do you do? I'm curious now. I feel like it's just a case of you're happy, or for the certain people, those who know. Because it could go either way. I don't really like buff men. I've stated it before, we're going twink full on over here with Astolfo. And an Injunction Domadora. But, in terms of, hero and villain stuff, that's like the least threatening moment All Might has. But the most panic-inducing ever. I mean, yeah, it is kind of the most panic-inducing. You know you're not gonna die. You know nobody's gonna get hurt. But you're dealing with a villain that is untouchable, but can still touch you, and has gadgets that are capable of basically becoming unbreakable, unstoppable machinery. That's able to restrain you to where you can't escape at all. The most, I guess, secure, unbreakable material in all known universes. At that point, it's not a case of, anger and anguish because of a villain that you can't beat. It's more of fear and, what's the word? Fluster. No, not fluster. Fear and, concern? No. Maybe it's fluster. Flushed. Embarrassment. Because you know how, at this point, her MO works in this universe. You know what's going to happen to you, but you don't really have the ability to stop it. Even in your prime, you can't stop Luna. Which really does drive home the fear point. But of course, seeing Luna hanging out with somebody such as Fade, All Might's going to question why the hell she is on a life of villainy when she, is a pop star, apparently. He finds out. And is also, because she helped out the heroes a bit. Still, for selfish gains. You can't really say she's an anti-hero, at least I don't think you can. Would you be able to? I'm not sure. I don't even know where the hell Luna, lines up in the alignment chart. Because she's not really truly evil. I feel like she's a true neutral. Or chaotic neutral, I guess would be that case. I'm not sure. She's the kind of girl who can be on any chart, any alignment chart there, anywhere on there. But I'm not really entirely too sure, what that would be. She could be chaotic neutral. She can even be lawful good, or she could be chaotic evil. She could be anything, really. I feel like that's what true neutral will be at that point, right? Because sometimes she's good, sometimes she's bad, sometimes she's just out there doing her thing, giving people what they want. I mean, if you were to ask somebody like Ragdoll, she would 100% enjoy Luna's company, so she would probably see her as chaotic good or something. Her ways are a little bit more, I don't know how Ragdoll would describe that. But considering the fact that she still has her quirk in my alternate universe, and she has some form of interest in Luna. Wait a minute. Ah, shit. You aren't supposed to be there. You're supposed to be beneath that. Shit. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. I can just move the shorts up. I think. Yeah, I can just move the shorts up. It's fine. The shorts are just not where they're supposed to be. Wait. Hold on. Is that fine? I don't know if that's fine or not. I guess what I could do probably is just this. And also this, because for some reason this is just all over the fucking place. Ah, shit. Alright, it's fine. I'll just move this as well. I'll just do everything I need to do to fix this bit. No, wrong one. This one. God damn it. Well, I don't think I have any more wrinkles to draw, so that should be fine. God damn it again! God dang it! Why is that funny? God dang it! I'm not even trying to say God, however the hell he says that. God damn it. I'm trying to just, God dang it, but got milk. You're probably like, what? Wait, what is he trying? God dang. Why is that funny? And you're like, oh, now it makes sense, and I hate it now. God dang it. I don't know. I feel like somebody's already done it. I could probably just look it up right now. God dang it. No? Can I just, like, got milk? Got... Dang it. No, I can't see it. I can't find it, I mean. No, can't find it anywhere. That's disappointing. Alright, let's not get distracted now. We got... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, there is wrinkles. Never mind. But that has to be the last one, right? Well, not actually wrinkles. I still gotta figure out how to draw wrinkles properly in my particular instance. I think I kind of got the hands down, but it's just feet I'm not entirely too sure about with the wrinkles department. I've done it pretty decently in Ariel and Mine's drawing, but I can't, as much as I would want to show you that, I can't show it with YouTube being all like, you can't show that, that's technically a naked woman in a tub, even though she's not being, none of the bits are being shown. Right, Cat? Cadillac SUV? But yeah, essentially that's... The wrinkles there improved, but because we're pretty much like small in here, and because this is, you know, a normal drawing, we're not really putting too much effort into this, considering, first of all, how small this is compared to everything else. Like, you could see 5, I think, from here, but, you know, it is what it is. All things considered... Wrinkles are a bit of a pain with my style. I mean, you've seen the way I have to do this particular style of wrinkles. I think I might have showed you it when I drew hands at some point. Pretty sure, at least. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's whatever. It's fine for now. Alright, let's see. So that would probably be more so like this. Probably be a lot more like this. I've drawn hands and feet so many times, and yet still sometimes we kind of struggle. I mean, I guess this one's kind of decent. Although, I feel like you should probably be underneath that, but it's just more of a case of... I mean, you can see the way it's arched, right? It's supposed to be like laying up against her leg. I mean, that's kind of the idea that we've got going here. Alright, let's see. You're probably going to be like that. And with this, probably going to be more like this. Hold on. God damn, I need to freaking clean this screen at some point. All these gnat guts. Or not gnat guts. I don't know what that is. And then there's you swiping the freaking monitors for some reason. Why you swipe the TV monitor? Why are you swiping all monitors? Why are you swiping monitors to begin with? There's nothing to scratch there. It's even scratching like the top of the laptop for some reason, making that irritating noise. You know, and the one where you... I can just feel it in my... Not that noise, Cat, but nice try, douchebag. You gonna run away now? Mew. But no, it's like... Kind of like styrofoam, except... You know certain ladles that have like a very particular grainy texture on it? And like rub a metal fork up against it to try to scrape it off. Oh god, it's like I don't even hear it and I can feel it. Just thinking about it makes my freaking spine tingle. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It sucks. It is the worst. But yeah, that's essentially what you've been doing with the freaking computer top for some stupid reason. Well, look at it this way. This is the last pair of feet that we have to color in, so it's not going to take us too long to freaking get most of this done with. Uraraka's hands are going to be a pain in the ass to shade in. It's like in this particular position. Maybe like with her finger a little bit over here so she's not activating her quirk. Well, actually, if I remember correctly, can't she control like whether she uses that or not? It's just that she has to have gloves on when she's sleeping so that she doesn't sleep float things. Ah, yes, sleep float. How funny. Alright, let's see. Okay, now here comes this. I gotta remember to bring this back to 0. Okay, no, it looks like it's gotta be 1. Oh, there's 1. I give it a feathered edge so it kind of like, you know, does its thing. No, that's leg, you fool. Go to this one. I feel like that's kind of off. Unless I'm looking at something else. No, that is kind of off. What? Okay, hold on. I can redo that at the very least. That one looks somewhat fine. No, that doesn't look fine either. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna move some things around here. Looks like you could probably be there, and it looks like you probably need to be here. I feel like I could probably still add in more things, like, I don't know, this. This is basically how I do wrinkles. And it's not the best way, but it's the only way that I can figure out without having, like, take the burn tool and do something like this. Where it's, well, obviously we're not on any of the layers here. Like, doing something like this. It keeps it more accurate and concise, and it doesn't rely on me trying to utilize a freaking mouse to make this work. Why does it feel like this has to kind of be like this? The good thing about this is that it's very small. Compared to like the whole drawing, right now we're like 300 in. So compared to the whole drawing, this isn't that big. This is the right direction, right? Yeah. So like, okay, we can't copy that one. Well, first of all, we should probably do this. I think you're good where you're at now. I think the case here is because of the way your position is, I feel like we could probably do something like this. And don't forget, these are like light shading instances. And is this like the first time I've actually like shown you this particular process? Because I don't exactly show you that process in any normal drawings, because obviously we don't really do that stuff. This one's a very special occasion where there's basically just nighttime pajamas and whatnot. Also, we get to see Froppy's little froggy slippers. Look at those freaking eyes. Those soulless eyes. I'd imagine she would have something like that. Maybe for like the novelty or something. I don't know. Alright, let's see. This should work now. Wait, I'm already on here. Let me just do this. I mean, it's far away. No, don't deselect, you fool. Go to the next one. Alright, there we go. And then we just do stuff like that to like kind of add a little bit more depth to it. Basically just like gives us a line and that's not what I want. And we just got ourselves lines here to like follow with a nice like light dodge over there and whatnot. This is essentially the process that I've done for most of it. Some of them are smooth, and some of them only have like one line, or a few. Depends, really. Sometimes the lines don't matter, because in most of the more tickle-based drawings, it's basically covered with brushes and whatnot. Alright, good. Yeah, you're next. Momo. Alright, let's see. And this is the part that I'm not entirely too sure. I think I need to shade this in so it like look better. You know, for some reason, Momo's hair in this drawing is giving me, Edward and Alphonse Elrich's teacher, who I can't remember the name of, the black-haired one who gave her organs to try to save her child, but didn't work. Because I don't think it worked. I don't exactly remember how that went. How, like, the whole process went. No, I don't think they actually were, like, close to bringing somebody back to life. They just made, like, a random deformed homunculus or some shit. Utilizing their own, like, flesh and whatnot, and not actually bring certain person back to life. I think that was the case, right? Was that the case? I can't say that's spoilers or not, because I am uncertain, so take my word for a grain of salt. That probably isn't true. I'm not entirely too sure myself. It's been a while. How funny how it's been a while since I've seen the show. I've seen the entire episode. I've watched it all on HBO Max, then the last two on Crunchyroll because HBO Max gutted itself. Knowingly enough. Did the same thing with Inuyasha, then we just went over to Hulu to watch that instead. What are you going berserk for, cat? One thing's for certain, though. I vaguely remember a lot of the episodes that I've seen, but I barely have any memory of plot and whatnot. Which kind of sucks, but it kind of makes sense. Still strange to think that weird sequence with Dog Child was so early. And apparently that was a disturbing one, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, huh? I mean, yeah, that is pretty disturbing, but I've seen worse. I have seen worse. If I was going to be... It was so, like, I don't know, a tamed level of disturbance that I thought, okay, there had to have been something else later on in the episode that I vaguely remember. I don't know, maybe I'm remembering something from the original, but then again, I don't... It's, like I said, it's been a while since I've seen it originally, and it has been a little bit while since I've seen the entirety of all the episodes again. Unless there was like a movie or something that I am not aware of. Was there a movie? I think there might have been, but maybe not for Brotherhood. I don't know. I'm not sure. All I know is there were certain scenes that I vaguely remember there being there, but then it was done earlier and completely different from one I have originally thought about. Like, seriously, I don't know. I feel like that Dog Child thing was like a boss in some area, but I think I might have just been remembering Envy in his giant form. Probably. I don't know. I can't shake the feeling that I'm remembering something else entirely, but it's like false memories. Maybe it's the Mandela effect of some shit, I don't know. Probably. Maybe I am remembering something different. Or maybe there was a scene like that in the original Fullmetal Alchemist that was a bit more impactful and more like a full-on creep horror scene. What was that? Hold on. Was there a scene like that? For crying out loud, cat. For some reason, I just remember there being like a giant door. It was dark. And then Dog Child. But it was like larger. Like, here's Elric, and here's like the size of the Dog Child thing. Like, again, I could just be misremembering Envy, but why do I vaguely remember that was where that scene was supposed to be, and it was a lot more traumatizing than what it originally was? God damn it, child me, why are you remembering something that probably doesn't even exist? Or maybe it does exist. Am I the only one who's thinking about this? Was there a sequence in the original that was similar to that? Maybe it wasn't like full darkness. Was it like a... No, I can't remember, a blood pile with a bunch of flesh and bones. Unless it was that. And I am literally just remembering the scene inside of Envy's stomach. Or Envy, the Gluttony's stomach. Envy inside of Gluttony's stomach. That's the set of words that we are trying to get ourselves to. Also, I probably should make Momo's hair a bit darker. On all fronts. God, that just bothers me for some reason. Like, I'm remembering a scene that because I don't think I ever watched a single episode of the original. I think I've always watched the, Brotherhood. Way back when it was on Toonami. Old Toonami. And back then, when child me didn't have, like, the consistency of always, staying up to watch whatever's on Toonami at that time. Oh, even way back when, like, I remember watching all of Black Lagoon, as well as Cashier Sin, and I have very little memories of any of those things whatsoever. I mean, I will say one thing, though. Revy, Frederica, that maid lady who I can't remember the name of, that Chinese lady who I also can't remember the name of, those stuck in my head. As well as that flamethrower guy for some reason. I don't know why, he just looked funny. He looked hilarious. Holding a flame. Your average American barbecuer. Using a flamethrower instead of a grill to be able to grill some meat or some shit. I don't know. There was also that one girl who was going out with the blonde guy in the main group. Was he blonde? Well, it's the only other guy that's a part of the original group until Revy kidnaps that one businessman to join. And then there's the other guy, the big, muscular black guy who I can't remember his name either. I only really remember Revy's name and a few other characters. God, it's been so long. And apparently the series continues still, maybe? I don't know. When I read up, apparently the series is still continuing, but nobody's really talking about it, apparently. I don't know. I'm going to check Crunchyroll for a second, assuming that I should still have the descriptions. Don't allow. Chainsaw Man's here. Hold on, let me see. Black. There's Black Clover. What about Black Lagoon? Ah, there it is. 4 seasons, 58 episodes. Oh yeah. What was her name? Bella Laika? I have very little memories of this, but I've seen all the episodes. Yeah, there's a flamethrower guy who's holding a lighter. Literally, it almost looks like one of my friends back in high school. Yeah, that guy was blonde. Right. I was correct. He was blonde. And there's that big, muscular black guy. Again, I can't remember his name. What are you doing that for? The cat just got up and was like, what'd you just say? I don't know if this is dubbed, though, but I'm not gonna... Oh, yeah, it just... Thing said dubbed. I remember last, Toonami didn't, show off the, certain set of episodes with the maid and then the businessman guy going full on, I am now the psychopath or something route, and Revy is not happy about it, or something along the lines of that. Yeah, I remember last looking at that stuff. I wonder if they continued that. They probably have. Or they haven't, I'm not sure. Sounds like in the same vein of Hunter x Hunter, where they're continuing the manga, but they haven't made any animation for it yet. Which kind of makes sense, because obviously if there's not enough content to be able to make enough for a decent amount of episodes, they're probably not going to animate it. Or they will, I don't know. I feel like that's a perfect end for the series, because it basically ends off Gon's story. And I think if I remember correctly, the story kicks off with Kurapika, from what I remember. And Leorio, maybe? Kind of got spoiled with, where Kurapika and Leorio is at right now. Spoilers for manga, because, unless I'm wrong or mistaken, apparently they're both in the election thingy arc, that group. I think Kurapika is the rat, and I think Leorio is the boar. I mean, he kind of deserves that with that freaking punch, but, you know how it is. What are you doing? You know how it is. My old deadbeat dad not going to son in the hospital who's, literally hanging on by a thread. Probably looks like a raisin. A literal raisin, color and all. Wrinkles, color and all. And, of course, Killua over here with that Deus Ex Machina. But, yeah, that's basically, the end of Gon's story with him on top of the tree, and then shows that there's a whole new world, and I think another tree that goes even higher. Ah, yes, tall as fuck trees. Why do we not have trees like that? We don't have trees like the World Tree or the tree in Hunter x Hunter. What are you doing? Ah, this is easier. Look at this, Yaya Rosa doesn't have a whole lot to shade in here, so we're gonna get done with her way quicker than Mina and Kyoka. Like I said before, the rest of the girls don't have their bare feet showing. They're just wearing slippers or socks, like Tora over here. Or Tura? Yeah, because that's... Outside of, gloves, which I decided not to add for her, that's, the only other thing we can have instead of just having a pair of floating shirts and pants, so we can at least see where that she's just, standing there. Or sitting. I don't know, does it look like she's sitting? I feel like I kind of just made it so that she's standing up and probably doing something like this while she's like excited over. You can't even see her expression. That's the thing. But I guess you would probably, judging by everybody else's expression, hearing music fade as well as hearing that they're famous in her universe probably makes them a little bit excited. Oh wait, shitbird. You need to be this. Yes, of course. There. Ah, shit. No. Go to the handle of the couch. And there. Are you also that? Well, if you are, we can't see you. So thank you, Toru, and having socks on for us to be able to not see that discrepancy. How the hell did those always... I mean, this is a big drawing, so it kind of makes sense that I'd be missing things like that, you know? It's annoying that I'd be missing things like that, but what can you do? Sometimes I miss certain shading instances, and sometimes I miss certain texture instances. There's a lot to do, and it's sometimes hard to try to keep track of everything. Right, cat? Cadillac. That's going berserk. I can hear you messing around with something. Alright, well, anyways. What were we talking about beforehand? Went out of the Black Lagoon, and then before that we were talking about Full Metal Alchemist, but what led us to that conversation? We just took like a complete journey right there, and I don't even know where the hell I started or how I started it. How did I start that again? Oh god, why are you doing that? Also, how long have we been at this so far with this? 23.5 gigabytes. And how long have we been at this so far? An hour and a half, and we're not even done with the shading portion. There's still 3 characters and 2 that are hidden behind in a couch. Can't forget about the all-important character, the couch. The couch is over there just doing its thing. Can't move. Is always sat upon by kids. Can't do shit. Must be a miserable existence. Well, not kids, teenagers, but the sentiment still stands. You're being sat upon by people. Bring up some Rick and Level memories of shit right there with chairs. What was it? Chairs sitting on humans? Was that what it was? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen whatever the hell that episode was. Alright, let's try to also make sure that most of this is a bit more bright. Trying to get most of the certain things a bit. There we go. Bless doesn't really have any shade, but I'll put shade in it anyways. Also, I just needed to make sure I got the whites of their eyes. Case in point of certain layers I forget. The eye layer, which has highlights. So it looks like it's sunken in and not just a flat white space where the eye goes. There's a flat white space where the eye goes. Don't know. Too tired to explain why I said that. If you can get the reference, good on you. You're somehow a genius, trying to look through my stupidity. Trying to understand it. But then again, are you a genius for trying to understand it? Because it feels like you're just wasting your genius on, somebody who's not as important at the current point in time if this is being made. Well, I wouldn't say I'm not unimportant. I got a cat that's important. I'm apparently needed to frickin' help pay rent for this shithole that we live in. I make stories that people enjoy. But is it enough? Probably not. Probably not at all. DeviantArts over here just making some goddamn stupid decisions with their stupid mature bot that's basically just flagging all the safer work art as mature for some reason. Don't know why it's doing that. It's a broken bot that they just decide, yeah, that's good enough. Let's send that out. Not cool. Not cool at all. But, like I've said in previous episodes, people are mostly worried about their reputation, but I already draw mature stuff. Hence, 3 episodes of the first season of My Luna Academia, with Midnight, Mount Lady, Uwabami, Pixie Bob, Ragdoll, Mandalay, and Miss Joke. And hinted towards at most of the male heroes as well as All Might, but never shown. Well, then again, we show All Might's abs, so I don't know. Maybe some people are like, ooh. I'm like, well, it's a necessary thing for the story, and it's fine to just have All Might just do a little Johnny Bravo scream. Where it's like, no, or something. Johnny Bravo's like, yeah, or something like that. But I figured like an actual scream. That was a weird scream. No. Why was that funny to me? Just thinking about that, back on that yell. Oh yes, this is my war crime. No. What are you looking at? You're just giving me a look right now. You want to walk on my legs? Here goes her tail. After her tail. Her tail. Alright, where were we? What were we talking about? I have forgotten. I got distracted by the high-pitched war cry. Oh yeah, the whole mature bot nonsense that's been going around making safe for work art, mature art for some freaking reason. So it's like making like a drawing of a horse mature art because of the skin tone or something. You really shouldn't have like a robot do a job like that because a robot's not going to be able to tell the difference between a boob and a mountain apparently. Let's play everybody's favorite game. Boobs or mountains? 9 out of 10 robots disagree. One of them agrees, so somebody got that right. I wonder who. So yeah, that's great. If you see this as a mature drawing, don't worry. It's just DeviantArt's stupid bot being like, hey, this skin tone right here, that means they're completely naked. And like, well, what the fuck, DeviantArt? What the fuck? What do you think you're doing? Which is not really a good thing to have for, a set of characters who are 15 freaking years old. But I guess if you were to like read the description, you're like, wait, this looks like this is a safe for work drawing. Why is this marked as mature? And they like log into their account or make a new account or look on my Twitter and like, this looks wholesome as fuck. Why is this mature? And I'm like, yeah, you see, DeviantArt attempted to do something called use an algorithm to put mature tags on art. Thankfully, they didn't do the Tumblr decision and just delete every single not safe for work stuff, because that would suck. Although they probably know not to do that now because of what happened with Tumblr and all the freaking nonsense that occurred there. I never really used it though. But it was literal porn purge. Which wasn't really good. It wasn't really good at all. Not safe for work was just purged. And then all the safe for work stuff got purged in the process because the freaking bot doesn't know what any of that stuff is. You really shouldn't have bots do something like that. Unless you have it refined to a T. I remember when Pornhub had a big purge. Y'all remember that? There was a time in my life where I decided to go on ahead and utilize some stuff in that video. And I'm not going to say what that is for YouTube's sake. But I can tell you one thing, it was mostly leading towards fetishes as per usual. Whether or not I'll decide to do that again all really depends. Maybe I'll make an OnlyFans with its only fetishes. But not really. Because we have no audience for any of that right now, or probably ever, really. Depends. I feel like the only audience I would get there at that particular instance would be other gay guys. And I am not into that. Sorry. I don't mean to disappoint you. Unless you look like Astolfo, sound like him, or Karapika, or Z, or some other, I guess, Nagisa when he's grown up as a teacher. It's a spoiler instance. Oh, yeah, fuck. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. It's already too late, assassination classroom spoilers. Nagisa becomes a teacher when he grows up and becomes an adult, following in Kuro Sensei's footstep and continuing the assassination classroom tradition and whatnot. Yeah. So short stack, too, surprisingly. You think, he should be tall now. Nope, he's still short. Even as an adult. I don't know how old exactly. All I know is that he's old enough to become a teacher. I think everybody there is an adult, but I don't really know the exact age once the time skip occurs. But yeah, even as an adult, he's still small as fuck. But, he's got the assassin skills now. And now he's putting it to work. Use. So yes, indeed. What were we talking about again? God, I forgot once more. Yet again. That's a finger. Right, okay, well, finger me this. Finger me this, Batman. Oh, shut up. Shut up, Riddler. I'm gonna attempt to save you from this boiling lava explosive thing and have every villain in the world want to beat the shit out of you instead of just giving you a mercy kill. If you don't know what movie I'm talking about, I don't remember what it's called. It's a Batman movie, that's for certain. It's a Batman movie indeed. Right, anyways. Well, we're almost done with Uraraka. I've given her, little, big, fluffy, Ugg-like slippers. Because I feel like that'd be something she'd wear. I think? Maybe? Possibly. I mean, everybody wears those particular shoes. You know those shoes. You know the ones I'm talking about. I think this needs to be above, but then again, I can't really put this above it all up for crying out loud, you fool. You fool. You've activated my trap card. Oh, I can't just do that now, can I? I can't just do that either. Alright, whatever. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Even though it sort of is. See what I mean with perspective-wise? How the hell would I draw a pair of shorts here? Especially with the legs. I mean, the legs are kind of like going outwards and then going like outwards like this and then down. Perspective sucks, especially when you're sitting down. Why is that? I don't freaking know. You'd gotta be sitting sideways for it to make sense. Terraria style. Everybody in Terraria is like in a very particular sideways direction, except for like, I don't know, Golem, for instance. Who for some reason is... Oh, and Moonlord. Can't forget about the Moonlord. Him being frontal forward. And all that. Oh, and Skeletron. Skeletron Prime. I guess technically the Destroyer and the Brain of Cthulhu. And apparently the Empress, but I've never fought her before. And although I don't think the Slime or the Queen Slime counts because of the fact that, well, I don't know much about the Queen Slime. I haven't fought her yet. I don't know what she's like. I've only seen Jordan fight her and fail. Miserably. Must be a very painful fight to deal with. It's going to be even more painful in expert mode because I've never fought that boss before. Although then again, the Deerclops was extremely easy on Master Mode, easier than freaking Skeletron. So, who knows? I'm just glad I have the experience on hand. With Frontiers ending soon, we will at least know the controls to an extent. Oh god, but it's gonna suck like switching between Minecraft controls and Terraria controls. And the only controls there being like, what was it? Escape to access the menu instead of E. I think E is essentially the, what was it again? Grapple? So yeah. That's gonna suck. Tenfolds. Oh, it's 2 hours of Minecraft on Friday as well as 2 hours of Terraria. Get that prepared for the next week. Probably give myself like a Friday to like make the thumbnails that I need. Give myself some time. Who knows with this stupid job that's going on right now currently, might just decide to screw us over with overtime. Who knows on a Saturday or 12 hours that they keep trying to freaking do for some stupid reason. At the end of the day, it's really just tiring having to deal with people who are in charge of making the stupid schedules and all the stupid 12-hour shit. It should be illegal. The human body is not meant to work for that long. We need to have a good work-life balance. I don't even have a work-life balance. I mean, I guess I have a lot more fun making videos and doing this stuff. Does it feel like work? Not really too sure. I don't edit the videos, I just post them as is. I mean, you know this about me. If you've been here since the beginning, you know that I don't edit my videos. I haven't even bothered trying to like get an editing software yet. I don't know if there's any free software that I can use. Probably not. I don't know. Thing is, I'm not really making any money off of YouTube to really warrant editing stuff yet. Nor do I really feel like I'd want to edit stuff with the amount of time that I have, the amount of things that I need to do. The only editing that we do is at the end of the videos. Where we just do a shoom, and then we just have the end cards at the end doing their thing. Probably weird looking on mobile when you just see me doing a shoom, and nothing's appearing as I'm saying this episode here and that episode there, and then shoom. But yeah, there is end cards there. If you can't see them, you're on mobile. Don't know why they don't have it on mobile. Or maybe the app has it, but I don't use the YouTube app. I use the ad blocker so I don't have to deal with ads in the middle of my videos. I don't like having to deal with ads in the middle of videos. Those are just intrusive. Beginning I can understand, but in the middle? Yeah, no. I don't know if YouTube's going to decide to utilize the 5 to 10 ad instances that they might add, they might not add. Who knows? I can't exactly say once the time comes to watch my videos without ad blocker. Because of the whole, me using it. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I feel like that's really the only pay that YouTubers get is through ad revenue. Unless there's a subscription stuff, but the hell could I add for subscription? Like, what would I be able to show? The only, like, subscription-based thing I can think of is loot stuff, and I can't really draw loot stuff. No idea. I don't even think I'd want to give away something like that for free. Or for money. I mean, not free. I feel like it'd just be better to create videos and give them to y'all to watch for free instead. For now, it doesn't matter. We're still in the double digits. And it doesn't look like we're making too much progress going into the triple digits. Probably not for a while now. I don't expect anything to change. It's been like a year since I fully started doing things on YouTube, I think. I don't know, has it been a year? I could check real quick. I could look at my first video, which would be in art time. Here it is, view full playlist. It says a year ago, but can I get an exact date?
Alright folks, it's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to do
November
something like this for a while
29th.
now, but
Really?
just never got around to doing it.
So that's when I fully started making videos.
going to
November
record myself
29th.
drawing,
We passed
you know,
the, well,
just
say 1 year
basically
anniversary.
doing what I usually do, but recording.
And that's when I had the double hair
So,
things here.
I learned how to do OBS, all that crap, and
let's see, oh yeah, the Dreams Project. Basically the videos that don't really have much of a purpose anymore because We don't use dreams anymore. Let's see. When was this?
All right.
April 17th.
So
That's when we started to fully post videos, but we never really did anything with it.
Right.
And that's when I didn't have the face cam
like back in when I was,
It was all just
19,
on
I made a game
PS4.
called Labyrinth. I think I want to remake it here. But
basically this.
right now,
right here.
game I made back in Little Bit Planet 2,
It's a
Space
long
Blasters,
time
all
ago.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, November 29th is when we really started officially going all into it. There was Minecraft, which was in December, I think it was. Why am I in the shirt? Get me to the neck, damn it. It's been a year, and not much progress has been made, but I expect that, because I have the curse of obscurity, and I'm probably... I'm just being buried by the algorithm with the types of videos that I'm making. Even if I do find my audience that wants to stick around and watch for ages, for years, hours at a time, even if I do, the algorithm's going to be like, you make long videos, so we're not going to show your videos as much. I mean, we still get impressions, but we don't really get a lot of clicks, unfortunately. I mean, what do you expect on art-making videos? Games, I expect, do a bit better. And some of them has. Sonic Adventures 2's got some double-digit views, as well as most of Sonic Frontiers. Minecraft definitely has a decent amount of views in total, but that's mainly because it has 96 freaking views. Well, in that particular department, then it could be Art Time with the most views in general because of how many videos we've got there. I don't know. Hard to say. It's hard to say, really. Yeah, now this was the part that was a little bit annoying to try to get right. I was trying to give her this particular with her arms down like this, but in a frog formation. I'm not sure how well we did with the perspective here. But, we did what we could. Although, why do I feel like this needs to be a little bit bigger? I'm going to make this part a little bit bigger. Yeah, maybe at around here, to try to match what we've got going there. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Go to the arm and, whoops, and do this. There we go. A little bit more muscle, I guess. Although the muscle will probably go towards her legs instead, because, frog jumping abilities and whatnot. I gotta say, it's an interesting ability to have. You're essentially a frog. Although that tongue actually does help a hell of a lot when it comes to restraining villains. But then again, does she ever utilize it yet? She'd only use it in training once. Aside from that, climbing on walls, being able to basically swim like, a madman, a frog. I'm not sure. It's a very useful quirk, though apparently, from the looks of it, it seems to make her hands way bigger than most. I'm not entirely too sure. What would be the most useful quirk? Let's see, which one of these characters has the most useful quirk out of all of them? That we know of so far, currently going up only to the first episode of Season 6. We got Chaku, who has the ability to basically just change the gravity of certain things with her fingertips. Also being able to float, changing her own gravity as well. She's even able to do it to a plane, I think, apparently. If I remember that scene correctly. Gravity ability seems very useful. Basically, think of it like, Gravity Rush, with how Cat does things. Although, I don't think... That's more like telepathy and that's gravity control as well. Would Ochako basically be able to do the similar things that Cat's able to do? Just fly in the air. Although I think the more she uses it, the more exhausted she gets. Which makes sense. If your quirk is basically utilizing its own physical-esque abilities. So you obviously have to be in shape to be able to use your quirk, it seems. And there's Asui being able to basically, or Sue, as she prefers, being able to essentially, do anything a frog can do. Use tongues to basically, grapple hook, jump on walls, climb on walls, swim really good. That's pretty much all you really got. You're more like physical abilities and using your wits and dexterity to, get around and trick your enemies or something. Trick the villains. And we got, keep forgetting how to pronounce her name, Toru, who's basically just the only ability she has is turn invisible. Or be invisible in this case. Her quirk is basically just always invisibility. Which, in a sense, is really useful for stealth missions, that's for certain. Unless you have, the physical strength to, become invisible and just punch the living daylights out of a villain. Which I'm not sure if she... there's no way you can really tell unless you, wrap gloves around her arms and legs. I would look, but I can't exactly see it. Apparently, she's... spoilers! Apparently, she's got a reveal now. There was, no way you'd be able to avoid those spoilers if you're on, Twitter and whatnot. But I think, technically, they've already, did a little drawing of her being shown visibly once. But it was, I don't know, black and white. I think it was, an alternate universe thing or something. Maybe it was something else. Well, apparently 13 has a face reveal. Which is interesting, to say the least. Hopefully we get to see her full face. Anyways, end of spoilers. I keep forgetting that I can do that sometimes. I gotta remember how the hell these pants work, or these legs worked. And it was basically just like this. But technically, that's the leg there with the ass here and that being there. Yes? Again, perspective and sitting on accounts like this. Sometimes I get perspective right, sometimes I don't. Although sometimes the times I get it right still seems off. You know what I mean? Alright, well, Toro's going to be the easiest to freaking get colored in. I'm wondering if I'm even saying her name right, because Toro doesn't sound right. Oops. There we go. I'll get the froggy slippers done within a minute. I want to get the legs pretty much set in stone here. But yeah, Toro's going to be the easiest. She's only got shirt, pants, and socks. No arms, no legs, not even a head or hair to color in. Anybody who doesn't see the show and looks at this, they're like, why is there a floating pair of shirts, shorts, and socks? Is that supposed to be somebody? And my answer to that question is yes. That's the Invisible Girl from My Hero Academia. Yep. Invisible indeed. Anywho's and wits. We're almost done in this department. Yeah, we are almost 2 hours in and we haven't even gotten to the freaking texturing process. Hey, at least we only went through 2.3 gigabytes, so that's good. That's always good. You know, not going through all of our gigabytes and whatnot. At least the texture process isn't going to take too long. Compared to this, which takes ages to get done with. But that makes sense, all things considered. Am I shading in the right one? Yeah. Okay, good. Great, fantastic. Whoops. There we go. This is full on white, right? Yeah, I'm going to have to do a highlight for this one. Mid-tone. Alright, hold on. I got some drinkage here. Right, cat? Like a good pour that doesn't leave any of the soda bits behind. Always good feeling when you get that perfect pour where it's just a clear color with no other bits in it. No fuzzes, no bubbles, nothing like that. Alright, let's see. Alright, then we've got the eyes here. Oh yeah, those... Ah, wait, shit. I forgot about that tidbit. The eyes are technically in a very particular position. I didn't shade these in yet because of that position. There we go. Is that everything? I feel like I forgot something. Well, I guess I could probably try to adjust your... Oh my god, this stupid shit on the screen is really annoying. You can't see it, but I can, and it's annoying as hell. I guess what I could do is make your hand here a bit brighter. Why is it so hard to get you to match? That's the issue with lionless in departments like that. You're trying to get things to match. That seems about right, unless it's like this. It was like that. I guess it's in the right direction, because you're just like doing this or something. Like a frog probably wouldn't. That's more like what a bunny would do. Alright, well, now here comes the easiest character to shade in. So damn easy. It's not going to take a lot of time to get done with. It's going to be very quick. Although the one thing about you is you're all textures as well, as opposed to, you know, skin, which doesn't have texture. I don't even know if I'd be able to put skin on texture unless it's like, say, Volca or any other, like, beings with more rock-like, cracked-like skin. I mean, you know how it is, right? In that department, with characters like that who has skins that are a little bit more cracked. Oh, yes, of course. There's also this here. How could I forget? Oh, I had this sweet, like, little crossover idea in mind with Eggman versus that freaking doctor. You know, that one doctor? People were, like, referencing him as Eggman. So I figured, hell, why not? We could probably have Eggman come into this universe with egg pawns and decide, you know what? There can only be one evil scientist around here, and that's going to be me. I can't do his voice still. And then he goes on ahead and rages war with that one guy, and then the Nomus versus the egg pawns and all the other egg-based stuff and technologies that he's got. And we can even have Metal Sonic in there to help out, and Sage as well to protect him. I'm sure Shades can still do things in terms of, like, you know, technological stuff outside of the spoilers, I guess, are for Sonic Frontiers if you haven't been watching that series for some reason. Sage is an AI. End of spoilers. So I'm not sure if she would be able to help or not, but you know what? I feel like she should be able to still. Can't wait to see how that story ends, though. I'm a little bit worried about it being lackluster, apparently. But maybe it's like a lackluster story. I just hope that the final boss is actually going to be really good. I have no idea. We're getting close, but we won't know until this Friday. This is when I'm going to record those 2 episodes. Probably not the last 2, but we'll see how the hell this plays out. Alright, let's see. Okay, alright. Yeah, I guess this is the part that requires a little bit more focus to make sure that it looks good. And so it doesn't look half-assed. Get some shading in that area. Oops. Alright, let's see. I think that's all. Alright, good. Alright, now for the all-important couch. Ah, everyone's favorite character, the couch. Alright. Now this couch is 5 cushions as opposed to, 3. If you were to look at, like, the scenes from the show. Let's just say that for some reason we got, like, a 5-long seat out for this occasion. Or Luna expanded it with atomic manipulation so that every one of these characters can sit on a couch. And you got, like, Yaoyorozu and Toro kind of, like, maybe she's sitting on the handle of the couch. Which, I guess kind of makes sense. You're, like, on the edge, so it kind of makes sense since your leg's probably up there, and, Mina's gonna just, like, plop down instead of, like, you plopping down. And then, of course, we gotta get the bottom portion. Which, for some reason, the couch doesn't really... Oh, God, what happened? I can't see the mouse. It's doing that lag thing again. Go figure. Oh, no, there's not enough RAM. All right, It's not enough RAM. All right, here we go. I'm going to just... Okay, good, I saved it. Up we go for a bit. I'm going to close it and reopen it. Photoshop. Here. And here we go. Alright, good, great, fantastic. And now I gotta freaking do this shit. Is that lined up? How about now? No. That happens every time with the history having too much in it. I mean, we got a lot of layers here. It makes sense. It makes sense when you get rolled down to it, the layer being where it's at right now, currently. The layer is pretty big. I will say that much. It's like the history thing, for some reason. Like every time you close and reopen it, it's like, fine now. Now there's suddenly enough RAM. I assume it has to do with the history brush. It's gotta be, right? I wonder if there's a way... No, I can't disable the history brush. That's basically our undo option. To be able to undo many things, or at least as max as we can get. The history brush is a little bit annoying. A little bit of a nuisance. It doesn't... I don't really know what I can, like, use the history brush for. I know it basically just, like, say if I were to just go on ahead... I don't remember where the history brush was. What was that again? Alright, this one. I know if I were to say, like, create a layer up in effects or something, and I just go on ahead. Oh yeah, contain a corresponding layer. Okay, never mind. I don't know what the history brush is used for fully, and I don't use it, period. I don't have a reason to use it. I basically got all the stuff that I need right here. Burn tool, pen tool, the pointer thing, whatever it's called. Eraser, clone if we need it for certain textures and whatnot. Or like expanding upon a thing that already has shading in it and we don't want to like mess around with the shading that part again, so we just go on ahead and clone it as best as we can to make it look good while expanding upon it still. We don't really even use that many. I mean, we do use a bit. Moving layers is important to transform. I don't really use the magic wand. I don't select things like that because I have things in layers. I use a shit ton of layers. If you know that drawing I did with freaking 200 or so characters, or 150 or so characters, it's been a while. I think it's 150. 155, I think, was the exact number. I don't know why that number is ringing a bell in my head, but it is. But I had, like, all of the layers of all the characters in there. I didn't have it on there all at once yet until we got to the end. Oh god, it's doing that thing again. What do you mean there's not enough RAM still? Okay, I'm gonna zoom in then, because apparently this thing is like, nah, can't do it, not enough RAM. Too big, can't handle all of this. Can I still save properly? Alright, so don't go too big, apparently. I wonder if there's a way to locate all of my RAM to this. Nah, I don't really want to do that. Unless it's the freaking OBS and admin mode that's causing it to be like, not enough RAM. I don't know what that means. Okay, so it's not the history brush this time around. I'm not sure, but I guess if we keep it this size and we don't go too big, it's fine. I can still save like normal. I can still do everything without having to worry about being like, oh, it's too much for my stupid little systems to handle. Freaking backwards ass software with its stupid RAM not enough. I'm sure there's a way I can relocate RAM. I don't know, and it's saying I got like 3.8 CPU, 5.8 now. I have no idea. And right now we're at like 23 gigabytes, so we like use 2 point something or another, or 3 something. I don't remember. 25.2, but now we're at 23, so yeah. Unless it was at 25.3, but I don't remember. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we get this couch shaded in and looking completely different from what Fade looks like here. Oh, different enough to be able to like distinguish her skin color from the couch. Other girls we don't even have to worry about. Despite Froppy's affinity towards green, well, she's wearing yellow and black now. Alright, and now here's the ones that's not even going to require too many brushwork. I can't move. Oh god, I had a runtime error, apparently. I know what happened. Alright, well, I guess we just close out Photoshop for a bit and just reopen it. Open. Here we go. Let's try this again. And, you know, just in case something stupid happens, because why do I feel like something stupid's going to happen? It's up. I'm just going to keep this up here while I go on ahead into here, because the computer is having a major malfunction. I'm going to save. I still have the temporary artwork folder base here. I'm going to copy this to here real quick, just in case something stupid happens to the D drive, which is likely to happen. Nope, down. Alright, here we go again. I don't understand what the hell the error is all about, so maybe closing Photoshop will fix that. Not gonna fucking do this again. I figured out how to lock these windows in place by basically saving the thing over it, but it's not enough still. Alright, are you done? Are you done with your major malfunction? I hope you are. I closed Photoshop and everything. I know, it could be the fact that OBS is running in admin mode and we're going more complex with the layers and whatnot. Could be a reason, I don't know. I don't understand why the hell Photoshop is having so many issues all of a sudden. Forcing me to frickin' resize this 3 fucking times now. Well, hopefully closing Photoshop down fixed the problem. Because otherwise it's going to be a pain in the ass to be able to get all of the texturing and ears. See, I don't know if it's the encoder or if it's the fact that OBS is now running as an admin that fixed the problem with Sun Frontiers. And I'm too worried about changing that out to do anything with it. I mean, I read that running it as admin helps, like, keep the thing running properly. Less lag and whatnot. But I'm not sure. I think just changing the encoder fixed it. Pretty sure, at least. I just got some weird runtime error, and I don't even think the error kind of just disappeared immediately. I think it disappeared immediately, I don't remember. You can't see the error. Hopefully that's the last of that. Relocate your RAM, you stupid computer. We got a lot to get done with here. I don't need you deciding to just break on me all of a sudden because, oh, it's too complex. You've done more complex stuff before. Don't you give me that bullshit. And to ensure that we don't lose any progress, I gotta periodically save, because now it's just automatically closing because of runtime errors. Who the fuck knows why it does that? Were these fully shaded in? Yeah, I think those are fine. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm probably going to texture in these two first, since they're less, to worry about in terms of texture. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so that's most of your hair, covering up most of that. Yeah, you guys are the easiest right now because there's not a lot. Well, no, Toru I think is still the easiest because, again, she only has shirt, shorts, and socks showing, and no head, no hair, no arms, nothing. Literally just being invisible, like she always is. Except for when she's not, which then we're confused. I feel like that would be a pretty big spoiler, but it could go in like two different directions. I'm not going to talk about it right now. One of which feels like a really good application if it's like an upgrade to the ability. Another one's a bit depressing. Although we did get like a little, I wouldn't say it's a minor spoiler, but it is somewhat of a spoiler that I'm fine with. Because, it's nice to know that that's brought up. But even if something were to happen, well, we do have that option to fix things. Yeah, we'll see what I mean when it comes up, or it has already came up in Season 6, and we're just behind because Toonami. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Alright, now for the hand. It's gotta be more like this. But we're not getting issues now that we've closed and opened it again, so that's good. Watch, I just somehow jinxed ourselves here. I mean, don't forget, we have several characters here. This drawing's a little bit bigger than most that we have been doing as of late with this new system. Also, I think because of the fact that we're running this new encoder that we have been using for Sonic Frontiers, I guess I'll look back in the video and see if the encoder actually does anything for this one. I imagine the quality is still good, right? It makes no sense for it not to be regardless. Alright, let's see. Now, where do we want to have most of this be? Oops. A little bit more. And of course the scar. Where the hell is Scar at? There's Scar. Oh god. It's lagging for some reason. Save. Just in case. I don't want to risk anything here of being lost because of nonsense. I'll have most of that be bright. Alright, now for the hair. This one's going to be a little bit confusing. Not confusing, a little bit difficult to show off because it's all black. Well, not all black. I feel like you really need to do mid-tone dodges first before you can do mid-tone burns. I feel like dodge is really the only thing that you can do to make it look like it has depth to it. Oh wait, there's still hair back here. Ah yes, there's still hair in the back. to have the shade in. Alright, let's see. Right, that is that. I guess this one probably should be dark more so. And this part should be bright. So we see that is actually different. Alright, and then there's more of the scarf here, or wraps. Not really a scarf at that point, I think it's more of a wrap. Is it still a scarf? Scarfield? I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody can probably let me know if that's technically a scarf. Probably is, probably isn't. Who knows? Somebody knows. I'm sure somebody out there knows. Alright, finger 1B. Well, nope, I wanted to go to 1A, apparently. Of course 1A. If there's a finger 1B, there has to be an A somewhere. Unless I didn't need a layer for some reason. But then again, there has to be an A regardless, because of the... Well, unless the A is the one we didn't really need. And then we could have combined it with the B. Okay, you know, regardless of the fact, usually if there is a 1B... in terms, there is theoretically supposed to be a 1A. Unless certain circumstances applies. Alright, good. Well, I guess there's still some of his shirt back here. They can barely see. Alright, texture time. This is going to be fun. Hoping this freaking system doesn't decide to be like, oh, can't handle it, gonna kill myself now. And I have to revive you again, get this stuff back up on screen again, resize a thing again until you're ready to be like, oh, yep, nope, can't handle anymore, gonna kill myself again. And I gotta revive you a million fucking times till you decide to work. I don't know, closing the system hopefully fixed it. Hopefully. Alright, so I'm just gonna get like this scarf here. I have it called scarf, and I have it called wrap. Oh, everything seems to be running fine now. Closing it out and then reopening it did seem to help. So that's good. And we gotta do that every single time we reach our apparent RAM limit. Apparently it gets so bad that the entire system decides to close out on itself because it can't handle the neutron style. Looks like your software can't handle the neutron style. And of course, shut down. This OBS is still doing fine, somehow. I haven't really had too many issues with OBS outside of my own stupidity and hitting key binds. And I guess technically there was that one instance of the lost episode, but that was more the D drive being all like, yep, time to hang myself, and then kills itself, and there goes episode, whatever it was. 64 was? No, 84 I think it was. 64 was season 3. Still so weird to think about the seasons like that. Like, if I were to go back and watch my own episodes, it'd be, like, unique to me because I have no memory of what I said there. So it'll be like watching a brand new Let's Player, and we'll have hours of contents, and be like, oh, that's what I said. Funny enough, I don't get that same cringe that most people get when they watch their own content. Even I get some funny moments that makes future me laugh, or present me laugh, or depending on what the hell version of me you're looking at, or what. Well, I guess present me watching it, so looking it over. So yeah, I guess technically I can watch my own content without too many issues. But I don't really do that. Primarily because A, I got other people's contents to watch. And B, if I am going to do that, I'm going to wait until it's a little bit more later down the road, so I can listen to that and see all I've come from, and all the things I've said. All of the things I've stated, and I just look at all the things I've repeated over and over again because of the fact that I technically really didn't have Like the fact that I don't really have like a big enough audience to like do things like what's the word? It's like I don't have a big enough audience, so I repeat some things that for people who hasn't watched the episode for that and don't feel like having to shift through hundreds and hundreds of hours of episodes just to hear certain talking points that I've had for some reason. Now that I can understand. That's why some of these are probably going to be repeat stories that you hear. Then again, a lot of this is just me talking. Like our time, what am I going to do? Just sit here and draw and do nothing else but draw? Yeah, I can do that. Or we can talk. Try to fill in some conversation. Is it small talk? I don't know. We discuss certain things. It's been a while since we've had a weird story, but we're getting close to the end of this episode that I don't know if we can do that. I'm not sure. Plus, I don't really have too many weird stories lined up yet. I mean, I got the notes back to be able to, like, recall upon those weird stories. But it's been a while since I've, like, had the presence of mind of doing that. I want to do it again at some point. When? I'm not sure. We'll worry about that later. Well, anyways, as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. So as I forget, yeah, I guess we kind of just reached the end of our talking points here. What were we talking about before? Why can't I remember? I'm so scatterbrained and I can't remember what talking points I've had. See, this is what I mean. Even now, if I were to look back, I'd be like, oh, that's what I was talking about. That was interesting. Wish I could have continued that conversation, but then I went on over to do something else. Oh, wait, there's a little bit in the back here. Well, we haven't gotten any RAM errors yet, so closing out the program seems to have fixed everything. That is not what I want. I want the pillow. Give me the pillow. Oh, wait a minute. You fool! You forgot this side of the couch. The cool side of the couch? I don't know what this would be. The cool side of the couch or not? Well, which one is which sides? I didn't really have like an order in mind with these girls. I know I wanted Kyoka to be like right next to Fade as well as Ochaku. Definitely wanted to have Froppy right next to Ochaku. Or Raka. Why do you guys always have such complicated names to say? Why can't you be like freaking Eren or I guess Ichigo to an extent? Gome. Even once I figured out the freaking trick to saying Inuyasha's name, it started to become easier. Ochaku? Not sure. Uraraka? A lot of A's in your name. As a matter of fact, I think I named your folder that. I'll look at your folder. I will look at your oh god, it's doing that thing again. It's fine. It's filling it in as opposed to not doing anything. I will look at your name right now, wherever the hell that is. That's Momo. Kyoka. Alright, yeah, okay, right. Is this... Did I skip? I don't know, did I skip? Mina? No, I didn't skip. Asui. I think you're actually... Yeah, there you go. 3 A's in your name. 3 A's. Although it's probably completely different in Japanese. I wonder what the Japanese alphabet looks like. Actually, I'll look that up right now. Why the hell not? I'm sure they have an alphabet, right? Or something similar. Yeah. Yes. Ah. Oh my god, there's several different ways to have A. What? You know what? I don't need to try to learn any of that. I already put all my language points in English. And even that part, I've stated before in this episode, even that part sometimes we struggle to get, trying to remember how to spell certain words, and if we, are spelling it right, then are doubting ourselves. Yeah, no, that's... Yeah, you know how it is. You know how it goes. There's still so much that we have to do, though, here. Like, yeah, Fade's hair, as cool as it looks, is always a pain to draw. To shade and texture. Well, texture is the one that's a bit more. Now, shading and texture both take a while, because literal individual strands. And a form. Before it was like kind of like pipes, not pipes, cables and whatnot. But now it's like spiky ends instead. Was it always? I don't remember. It's been a while. The old drawing I've done of Fade long ago, the original, way back in album 3. I think it was album 3. Or it might have been album 4. Could have been album 4. Now that I think about it, I think it's in album 4. I'm not going to look, though. I'm going to focus all on trying to get this done with. Okay, and then there's the color. And then there's the record. Fade's own record company. Sure, you might have, what do you call it, digital stuff. But they would probably still... Did I forget the shade in your thumb? This is what I mean! I forget the shade in certain things, because there's so many things to shade in. There's no wonder why there's RAM limitation. I have so many goddamn things that I needed to shade in. And we were, like, already, like, full on shading. God, that's so annoying sometimes. And I forgot this bit! Are you kidding me? Gee, fuck... It's fine. We'll just go in now and shade this part in. You can barely see most of it, but it's fine. How many more bits have I forgotten to shade in? That's like 4 things I forgot to shade in on Fade. I can't imagine how many we have for the other girls. Although Luna and Aizawa are the easiest because there's very little there that we have to shade in. That we definitely have gotten everything there. I'll check. I'll do a quick check. Yep, looks like everything. Yep, got that. Skin is what it's supposed to be. Got that. Yep. Everything I got to get shaded in, shaded in. See, easy. Less things to worry about. Less chances of messing up and screwing up. So yeah. It's annoying to deal with every single freaking time. Forget to shade a certain object. It's so tedious and annoying. I'm glad I got like finalized designs for both Fade and Luna. Like we got a certain anime look for both of them. Their designs kind of like stayed the same. I think Fade's necklace became a little bit more simplistic, making this easier for us to deal with every time we decide to draw her. And I think you were like a rubber-like substance. Yeah. Faye's an innocent girl. Essentially, like, even if she's doing anything more fetish-oriented, like that one scene with her and Luna, the first instance of Luna, by the way, she looks so innocent while being in that situation. Even supporting her best friend's rock and roll interests. Even in those situations, she's always so innocent and cute looking. You can't really stop that innocent look. We got her with the portal turret named Bubbles, and now we've got her with the girls of Class 1A. And it kind of coincides with Luna's little adventures in this universe. Which is nice. Alright, Kyoka. Jiren. I can't remember. Your name, the J part of your name, It sounds so close to Jiren from Dragon Ball Z. And I gotta call you Kyoka so I don't have him in my freaking head while I'm trying to refer to you. Why is that? Don't ask me. Just keep listening to that music of yours. Just focus on the music. Not that big, buff, bald, purple man. I think he's purple. And not Thanos either. Just kind of funny. Dragon Ball's most intimidating foe is big and purple, just like Thanos. I don't think Thanos is on the same thread as most Marvel villains. I don't remember. I'm not I'm not ingrained in any DC Marvel stuff. The only thing I've been ingrained in is the Harley Quinn show. Oh, wait, phone, right. Aside from that, that's really it. And like Batman movies on Toonami when they do a freaking marathon or movie night because of holidays and that nonsense. And that's the kind of stuff that we watch regardless, because, you know, what more can we do? Our show's on we gotta wait another week to, you know, continue what happened. And that's gonna suck for this freaking... Unless they don't do, like, movies for, you know, New Year's Eve and they just have Christmas. Christmas makes sense, you know, because of where it's at, I think. 25th, right? No, it's on a Sunday, too. It's on a Sunday, too, so, yeah, that makes sense for it to be a marathon. New Year's party? Well, Toonami does end on New Year's, but is there going to be a marathon? I don't know. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Please, I hope not. Double marathon, especially when Season 6 just started. And you know One Piece needs all the freaking episodes that they can get with the pace that it's working with. I feel like that's the kind of show you gotta watch like once a day instead of once every week. Even more so once every other week. With freaking marathon and whatnot. Yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing. Marathons really do just kind of, well, you know, get in the way of our shows. It was like how last week was My Hero Academia marathon, which was basically just like towards the end. Which at that point kind of cemented the... Oh, wait. Okay, well, I guess I'll do that first then. Which at that point kind of cemented the fact that they got Season 6 but couldn't announce it for some reason. Yet. I don't know why. Why weren't they allowed to announce it yet? Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows what goes through these companies' minds when they, like, restrict certain people from announcing certain things? God damn it. Hair 1D, not dress, you freaking idiot. I hate that. I hate that so much. I wish it would, like, take the... damn it, hair, go to antenna. I wish it would take the topmost layer and have the mouse cursor over it instead. I'm not sure how... I mean, I gave her eyes a little bit more, you know, light to it. It's kind of similar to what I do with Luna and Fade. Though Fade didn't really make it too bright here. Wait, hold on. There we go. Alright, and now I'll go back to making it darker. I had to do everything within my power to remember to make her eyes black. Just like these two girls. Only her pupils are a bit more defined. Your girl's pupils are more like LED lights, but, you know, kind of just like replacing the actual pupil part. It's not like actual robot-like face. Or it's like a monitor or something. Oh, wait, shit. Wait, is there anything else here? No, I think it's... Oh, shit. I can't move. Oh, God, what happened? Save. Okay, I can move now. If I was about to, like... Oh, nope, runtime error. Conniption time. It's conniption time. as the program just offs itself for no reason whatsoever. I seriously wonder if it's because of OBS and its current encoder that I'm using. I mean, it probably is. If we look at... I don't need Allen 52 up. If we look at... Well, if I look at this, it's at 22 gigabytes when it was at 25.3. It's using up a lot of space here. Although we have been recording for 2.5 hours. Not, 3 hours yet. I would say maybe we go about doing, the background, but I feel like I'm going to do the outline for the background by myself. And maybe the coloring as well. Depends, really. The coloring I'll probably do without too many issues. I mean, it is almost 2 o'clock, and it's probably going to take us the next 2 hours to get the rest of the background pretty much done with. So, I don't know. We'll see. Fuck me. Damn. I forgot another one. Of course I forget the freaking fingers. I hate it when that happens, I really do. Is there any more that I somehow managed to forget? I have no idea. But this is tiresome at this point, so let's just stop with the errors. The human errors. Right, it seems like most of this is here. I guess we could do that because of the way this is supposed to be a little line there for that. The line inside of the thing, inside of the wrinkles of the human body when creating stuff like this or something. I don't know if you can see it, or this. Yeah, that right there, this. But, yeah. Well, you know what, while I'm on this particular texture, I might as well get the hair done with. The conversation kind of dined down at this point. This is the problem with our time at that point. I don't really have a lot of stuff interesting going on in my life right now. Just work, draw, and create. And I don't really have time to play games with all the creations that I need to make as well. This is basically what I have to do. I enjoy drawing, though. I haven't gotten, what's the word I'm looking for? Burnt out yet, which is nice. It's just the videos I'm kind of slowly burning out on, at least for art time. Primarily because it's very difficult to find things to talk about for a couple to a few hours at a time. As opposed to games where we just play the game, commentate over it. Yeah, that's essentially the thing. A lot of it's just us talking. At this point, we've become a broken record with, repeating certain subjects and whatnot. But as I have said before, that can't be helped. That cannot be helped. There isn't much that we can do to stop this problem. Although I will say we are about to reach the season finale of Rick and Morty. So that's about to end soon, which means now we have a full-on Sunday without having to worry about waiting for something at 11. Which is great, but also it's ending. I don't know how it's going to end. I'm not entirely too sure what direction they're going to be going in for this end here, since it seems like they kind of cut off all major plot points. Seems like it anyways, I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Next Sunday, of course. I mean, it's about as good as it gets. If you've, watched most of it from the early days, you know a lot of it's basically just, episodic. If you watch it like that, it's easier to enjoy instead of being like, oh, this is just filler. Well, isn't that what most episodic series have? Fillers with a little bit of canon. And I've said this in previous drawing, but I'm going to say it again because, yeah, it's good to like keep in mind. Did I forget to shade that, or did that just not really take too much of a shading? I vaguely remember shading that, but it doesn't look like it took too much of a shading. Alright, it's fine. Alright, now for your hair. Can't forget about your hair. Well, eyebrows first. Then the eyes. And then, of course, we get the hair here. Get some of that done with. There we go. I will say it's always strange seeing these fan art related characters in lineless form. That is my art style, essentially. I don't really do line art. I mean, with the way that I draw things, how could I possibly do line-based stuff? Well, there is a way, but how the hell do I make clean lines? I can't really do clean lines in Photoshop unless the lines were like freaking 50 wide. Which I don't even think that would work as well. Like, say if I were to take this, bring this to 50. Well, it would probably just be like on a line like so and doing it like that. And I didn't want to do that. Hard to say. Hard to say, really. I don't really do line art stuff. I mean, I know how I could probably do it, but the hair would be a little bit more difficult to get done with. I would have to have like a line here, a line there, or we just make a line instance there. I've never done line art before. I mean, I have actually, but it's not like traditional line art. Usual line art that you would see in most instances. I'm so used to my more realistic points there. Like, even in the beginning, when I wasn't really using the pen tool, it was more like lineless. And I've stuck with it. I have stuck with this particular style, even though the style could, very well be, not outdated. I mean, it's easy for me to do lineless with the way that I draw. So that makes sense. I feel like that would be the best way to go about... No, I have no clue. I feel like line art is just like coloring thing and then shading the thing in very certain ways, but the way I draw, it takes a lot more to get done with than just simply draw a line, do a little coloring, and do a little shade instance. Which in this instance is basically just line with the outline, fill in the color. Well, I guess the filling in the color part's pretty easy, unless they also do the same thing. They probably do the same thing, right? Yes, most likely. I'm pretty sure they do the same thing. I guess it doesn't matter. All that matters is frog slippers. That's like frog hats, right, cat? Cats with frog hats. What are you giving me that look for? Why are you looking at your chops for? I know you just washed yourself, but why are you looking at your chops? Alright, which... Why did you do this? Where did that... Okay, alright, you know what? It's fine. Can I just delete that? Yes, delete move. Does that mean you are deleted? Delete move means I had to delete all of that too. Wonderful. Great, it's fine. I'll just do it again. That's fine, I'll do things twice, why not? Good thing I noticed it now, otherwise I just would have had to move it back into place. Would it have been easier to move it into place? Probably. There's literally no reason not to just put it there, and if it's a little bit off, well, it doesn't matter because everything is going to be shadowed here. And now for Toro, the easiest one to texture in, because all I have to do is just use this. I don't even have to switch brushes. We got cloth layer or cloth texture all around. I did cloth texture for your bra, right? I think I did something else for your bra, but I'm going to do that. Cloth texture regardless. All cloth. Alright, let's see. Well, that one's probably going to have to be the other one. So maybe not all cloth, but some cloth. Some might. What you shaking your head for, cat? I know it was a bad joke, but I'm sticking with it. I probably shouldn't stick with it, but I'm sticking with it. I'm going to drink Pepsi in spite of you. Gonna mount? No. Alright, what else? How long have we had so far? Damn, almost 2 hours and 50 minutes. Yeah, I know, I'm definitely segmenting this into 4 parts. No doubt about it. Or 2 parts, I mean, not 4. What am I fucking saying? A 2-parter! Because why not? Okay, this one is also very easy. All I gotta do is just put this texture in and we are golden. Wind. Alright, and now one more texture. Which I'll make this one a little bit brighter. Tiny bit. Alright, am I forgetting anything here? Oh god. I feel like I'm going to be forgetting so many things. I'm going to put this back to its normal instance and hide all of the layers, because now the characters are basically done for now. Next up is going to be the background. Am I forgetting anything? The eye can remain as is. Your eyes doesn't really have the layers like everyone else's does. For some reason. And then you over there. No, I never realized how much of their eyes were like just like Kyoka's eyes, Frobby's eyes, being like full on black. Except you have like little light bits there. And there's your eyes having colors in them, and your eye having like gray color in it. I mean, you do have an eye color, it's just more gray. And I would say we could probably try to do a little bit of this so it looks a bit more, you know, looks like it's a bit more shaded in. With that being said, we probably could do something like this to make it look like it's, you know, shadow. This is like a very specific type of shadow, where it's basically just shading it in and making it look like it's underneath stuff. For something like this here, it'd be like that. Yeah, there we go. I think I got everything. I can't tell. Let's see. I got that, definitely. I don't think I gave you... Whoops. I don't think I gave you nails, did I? No. I got your fingers, got your nails, got the other stuff. I could probably try to make this back part a bit brighter. Just a bit. Did I make that brighter, or did I just select something else? I'll do that again, just in case. But, oh, right, because your thing is above right up here. It's in Mina's folder, right? That makes sense. I think I got everything. Hard to tell. There's so many characters, so many layers. I've probably forgotten some things that you probably can't tell. I definitely got these. It just doesn't look like it as much. I know that much for a fact. Alright. I think that's all. Pretty sure. For at least for this part. Alright, so there we go, folks. I'm going to save and I'm going to back out and hope the system doesn't decide to crash on itself. So there's the shading and texturing of every character here. There's still a lot of the background stuff that I gotta do, but we're not going to do it in this part. We're going to do it in the next part. So in fact, we've got a lot of space being used here. So, with all the stuff going wrong, that's it for this part. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode, or this part of today's episode of Art Time. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, previous episode of Art Time right over here, and the next part of today's episode. Anyways, thank you all for watching, Cattail, and I will see you all in the next episode. Later.